Sixth time. Lovely jubbly. Hello everybody at YouTube. I am Vegeta FH1. This is quite possibly my first rant, vent, or vlog, whichever you really want to call it. I've had a topic on my mind the past 5 videos that I've now forgotten. A 7th time might actually be in turn. Oh my god. No, I just haven't had enough sleep. I have not slept the last 2 days, last time I checked my phone. So, let's begin this. After watching a couple of videos from a member called Blunty3000, my last video was about him. I commented, video responded to one of his videos. I started trawling YouTube. Now this was after the 8 hours watching his videos of the ones he personally showed in, and I noticed quite a trend with him that many people share. Now, Blunty may or may not be aware of this, but in each and every one of his videos, he starts with a specific line that many of his fans will know, and I am not going to try and repeat it while I'm half asleep, because if I get it wrong, I will be beaten upside the head with a fucking 2x4. So, with that, I have noticed quite a number of people on YouTube start with a specific line. Now, my one is, "Hello, I'm Vegeta FH1. Typical introduction. It's not the case with Blunty though. His intro line is pretty calm, pretty nice. He doesn't need to introduce himself at this point because, well, he's Blunty. Very insightful, many people know him. He's much like Kenergy. Kenergy's opening line, "I will not state anybody's line because I will be hit upside the head with a 2x4. So I'm not getting into that. It's also sprung up that I've watched every single one of his videos, of Blunty3000's videos, to the very end, to actually the point he gives a very unique salute and says his ending line, which a lot of YouTubers share. Now, not the specific line itself or the salute, but the fact that YouTubers share this, shall we say, trademark is quite unique, especially since other video websites like YouTube, their members don't share it at all. And I've gone to quite a few of them and looked through quite a few videos, mostly the most viewed ones, and none of them share it at all. But I went into a little bit more detail than that. I went specifically looking for vloggers themselves. This isn't actually turning out to be a rant at all. This is turning out to be a genuine topic. Shit, where the fuck? Yeah, I went specifically looking at vloggers themselves, like Kenergy and Blunty3000. Now, Blunty3000 is more, he states on his channel that he's a variety type, which he is. He does a lot of reviews, he does rants, raves, he does a lot of stuff actually. But with Kenergy, it's pretty vlogging. He's pretty specific vlogging, but he likes to go variety on one end of the scale to the next, depending on what kind of mood he's in. I've gone to a couple of others. Bombe, I can't even pronounce the guy's feckin' name. BOM3M3. I don't know how the hell you pronounce that. He also has his little intro line and his little outro line. Now, I used to have an outro line. The whole good morning, good evening, good day, good night, whatever your time zone. That was my outro line. But it always used to confuse me. Yeah, that's right, my own outro line confused me. Don't. Anyway, the whole point of this actual subject is that from Blunty 3000's, shall we say, raising in YouTube, and Kennergy's raising in YouTube, and fucking Jesus, I cannot say that guy's name for the life of me. But anyway, they have been here the guts of about 2.5 years, maybe 3. Now I'm actually looking at Blunty 3000's channel itself. Now he says he's been on the last hour. Wow, okay. He says joined March. No, not he says. The channel says. Yeah, March 12th, 2006. 2006. Wow, he actually has been here about 2.5 years. So yeah, he's been here long enough to see the trend of YouTube change in very, very interesting ways. And I would love to know from him personally, does he see this trend growing into a more extremist? No, not extremist. Yeah, no, actually extremist would be the closest word for it. I want to know, does he think it's going into a more extreme way of going about things, or has it actually quieted down since the whole emo kid phase? And yeah, fucking Jesus, I hated that phase of YouTube. Now I've only been in here a year, and I've actually noticed quite a difference in YouTube users themselves. Specifically, YouTube, no, sorry, not specifically YouTube, but the internet itself has actually influenced the outside world. So much so we have people walking around saying lol. And I'm a prime example of it. Yes, that's right, I actually walk around in real life and say lol. For example, 5 minutes ago, after my fifth failed attempt at this video, I walked into the kitchen and said lol to my parents, without even realizing it. Now, analyzing myself, this is actually a trend I do not want to keep in myself, because quite honestly I have a job. I don't really want to be walking into my work saying lol to my boss. Might not look good on the CV. I just want to know out there from Blunty 3000 himself if he has come across anybody with trends in real life that are trends on the internet. And I'm not talking about, oh, you've just been rickrolled, lol, fucking OMG. I'm talking vicious trends, like actual aggression that you only really find on the net. Because I'm trying to work out here if the real world is actually impacting the internet, which it is. The more stressed you are in real life, the angrier you are going to vent your ass off on the net and just treat people like absolute shit. Okay? And I want to know, is the internet having its effect on the real world? Now, this doesn't really go on too much, but we've seen the fucking bullshit that people can come up with. I mean, a girl getting her ass fucking kicked by I don't even know how many fucking teenagers because of an online argument. Now, that was a whole my fucking space bull crap, but I want to know from Blunty if he thinks it's going a little bit farther than it actually should be. And you know what? I've been Vegeta FH1. This is actually not a rant, it's an actual genuine topic. What the fuck? So yeah, I give my outro. Wow. Good morning, good evening, good day, or good night, whatever your time zone. Have a good day.